Good morning, children. Once again, welcome back to the online classes for 9th standard. And today I am going to take the poetry section. In that, today we are going to learn the poem Gratefulness. So this poem, which was written by Joseph T. Rinaldi. So first, let me introduce about the poet. So here the poet Joseph T. Rinaldi, who is originally from Wynberg, Pennsylvania, and he has spent 40 years in the field of education. Since his retirement, he spent much of his time in the visual arts, especially writing, painting, drawing and woodcraft. Not only that, his popular poems are A Binding Relationship, A Birthday Greeting and A Bountiful Harvest. Not only he is the author of The Willing Wind and A Tale of Love and Obsession and an assortment of poetry, as his poem Graduation Day is the most read of all the poems he has written. So as this poet who gave his life of 40 years in the field of education. So now we'll move on to the poem. So those who are having the textbooks, once you can go through the poem, and I'll recite the poem. If possible, you also continue with me. So here it is a poem of memorization, means it will be given for exam purpose also. You have to learn the full poem. So wherever we need, we will ask the first stanza, second stanza, third stanza or the last stanza. But you have to memorize the full poem. So now let's move on to the poem. So here the poem heading will display as gratefulness. Means gratefulness means krutagnate. So why this gratefulness means? If you go through the poem clearly, you will come to know the creator of this world. As in the first stanza. So as first observe the first stanza. I am grateful for the eyes that I can see. So here the first line implies I am grateful for the eyes that I can see. The activities that can be done by me. So here the poet itself, he'll explaining about the things which are gifted by God. So as in the first stanza, it is given that I am grateful for the eyes that I can see and the activities that I can be done by me. I am grateful for the ears that I may hear the sobbing of those who need me near. So here in the first stanza, the poet is trying to give the message that I am grateful for the eyes that I can see. So here you are grateful that God has gifted you with the visual eyes. So if you observe some children or some people who will born by birth only with the deaf and dumb. So they cannot even speak or they cannot even hear. So here some people are there who will born by birth blind. So they cannot see this world, this beautiful world. So as in the first poem, it is explained or it is given the instructions about that I am. So means here we should be grateful that we have the eyes to see and we can visualize or we can see what is good and what is bad. So here in the first stanza, the poet clearly or nicely explains that the gratefulness of the God who has given this beautiful eyes that I can see and the activities that can be done by me. So here the intention of God is to do the correct things. You have to see the good things, not the bad things. So as the third line, I am grateful for the ears that I may hear the sobbing of those who need me near. So here the God tries to give you the information that you should hear the good things. You should not keep your ear for bad things and bad activities. And here here the poet says that I am grateful for the ears that I may hear the sobbing of those who need me near. Means you have to thank God for giving these organs so that they can work out properly for good things. So now moving towards the second para or second stanza. I am grateful for the lips that might speak words of comfort and peace to all who seek. I am grateful for a mind that I might know how to aid those who need me so. So here in the second stanza it is explained clearly that we should grateful to the God that He has given these lips. So not for makeup sake, not to apply lipstick and show your lips to the whole country or to the whole world, as these lips gives us the imitation or the way you speak about others. So here the lips are not only for decoration purpose, but these lips are for the purpose to speak good things towards others. We can see someone will be there who will always talking about others and chit-chatting about others, and sometimes they'll be feeling harsh or feeling uncomfortable towards them. So here in the second stanza it is clearly given that I am grateful. It means here we should be grateful to God that He has given these lips to speak mighty words. Means every time we should praise the Almighty God. How? By speaking the words of comfort and maintaining peace in our mind. And I am grateful for a mind that I might know. So here God tries to give the message, or He wants each and every human to be grateful for a mind that He has given to think about others. Means how this mind should be utilized and how this mind should be used only for the purpose of God, not for the worldly things, as these worldly things are only for time being. So when your mind is full of almighty thoughts, so your behavior will also be in that same manner only. Now moving towards the third stanza. I am grateful for the hands that I might do some arduous or simple task for you. I am grateful for the ability to always pray, to give me the strength and guidance every day. So as you have to thank God for giving you the hands. You can observe some people will born without limbs, means without hands. Many children are born by birth without hands. We might have observed in TVs and mobiles, as in YouTube it is given that some children will born without limbs. Means without limbs the life will be horrible. So here we should thank God for giving us these hands. So for what purpose we have to use these hands? We have to use these hands only to pray to God. So not to fight with others, not doing all types of bad activities with these hands. So for this you should be respectful towards others, and you should be always have the ability, or you should have the sympathy towards others and try to pray for them. So by joining these hands and requesting the Almighty God and asking Him to give the strength and giving the praying Him to give the guidance to move in a good way every day. So as the fourth stanza, I am grateful for one thing, all else above, that I have given a heart that I may love. So for all these body organs like eyes, ears, mind, hands, lips. So here for all these things we are gifted by God. So here we should be grateful towards the one thing, that all above others God has given one more thing, that is the heart. So with this heart what we should do? We must encourage evil things? No. So you have to encourage and you have to make yourself to be in a polite and in a soft way, and keep in that you should always love others. So as in this poem it is given the message, as God has gifted us by all these organs, or the body which has given as the way to reach towards the people who are in need, who need sympathy of ours, who need the love of us. So as if you observe Mother Teresa, being the foreigner, how she gave her life, a full life, for the sake of these needy people. And as you can see, the love of that mother will be remembered till today in every aspect of our life. So here the poet wants each and every one to improve all such qualities, as we are gifted by all type of these organs which are given by God. So you have to use all these things. Example, eyes, ears, lips, hands and mind and heart for the gratefulness things, not for the other worldly things. So I think you have understood the poem. So here the notes will be given. Before that, before writing the notes, question and answers, you have to first write the poem in your notes. After the poem only you have to continue the question and answers. So try to memorize this poem. So it will be given for exam sake also, keep in mind, so that it will be helpful to get you 4 marks in your exams. Understood? Goodbye.